Pure crust expander. What's it all about? Well, winter time now, we're going into winter, and that's when this ground bait's going to come into a league of its own basically. Great for skimmers, F1s and carp, but how do you go about using it? How do you mix it? So basically, with this ground bait, because it takes on so much water, I always mix it backwards. So what I'll do is I'll pour some water into the tub, and then I actually add the ground bait to it. So you don't need a lot of it, it'll last you forever. You're only feeding little bits, unless you're skimmer fishing. And then all I'm doing, I'm going to chuck it around in the bucket and just keep adding a little bit of ground bait till it starts to form some body. So again, chuck it round in the ground bait. Now it's starting to clog up, as you can see. And then all I'll do is mix it, so basically it's over wetted. That means that it's nice and damp and it'll sink nice to the bottom. Don't worry about it at this stage where it looks a bit sloppy, because it's going to just absorb all that water. Being exactly what it is, pure crust expander, it's going to suck that water in really, really fast. So once I've mixed it round, normally I'd leave it to settle, but literally you can chuck it on a riddle, push it through a riddle, and it's a bit like a sandy texture. If I leave that to stand now, basically I'm going to have a nice fine ground bait. As soon as that's dried out, this is what you'll sort of be left with. Now, it's nice and fluffy, nice and light, so to get the most out of it in deep water, the best way to feed it is to feed little nuggets. Now, the only problem with this, because it's such a light ground bait, I use it more as an impact bait when I'm carp and F1 fishing. So I can feed a little nugget in the deep water, or I can fish with a little tiny pole pot. And when I say little tiny one, I mean like the small guru, and just capping that in. The amount of traction you will get from that as it falls through the water is just enough to get you a bite. Now, if you fed it all the time, it can lead to foul look fish, so do use it as an impact bait. When you're skimmer fishing, it's different. You know, you can feed nice balls of it, knowing that, you know, it's not overfilling for the fish, because it's just pure crust expander, it's not actual feed pellets. There's no fish meal in there, so if you want to add some fish meal, you might have to mix it 50-50 with another ground bait. But sometimes you don't want fish meal in the winter, and ground expander can be the best bait for skimmers. So a couple of ways of feeding it there: little balls for deeper water, loose for shallower water. Mix inside of it, like I say, do it back to front, add the water, then the ground bait. Probably been talking for a minute or so, and that's already started to dry out. So dead simple. Now's the time to be getting on it. Blake's Baits, pure crust ground expander, the Commercial Masters range. It's on the website if you want to have a look. There'll be a few shops stocking it soon as well.